Alright, round 3, we won the die roll. We're going to play first. Yes, we are going to keep this. Is actually a really good hand. We get to go Doom Dissenter into a turn 3 4/4 Exemplar, which is pretty sweet. We're just going to get our black mana off of the Evolving Wilds because the Survivor's Encampment can get us our white when we need it. Turn 3 4/4 is pretty good. Turn 3 4/4 plus a 2/2, also very good. Ooh, Pride Sovereign. Well, we'll lethally sting that little dude and be done with him. I think we're going to put the counter on the zombie, though. Quarry Beetle's actually pretty sweet with the Evolving Wilds. I like that. I mean, granted, they didn't have the white mana, but they could have just as easily been sort of hiding that information. You know what I mean? Alright, so we smash with Exemplar and play the Hydra. Oh yeah, I should have put it on the Exemplar because I could have removed it. Whoopsie. Forgot about its own ability. Scrounger seems pretty good here, actually, since it gains us some life. Oh, wow. Alright. Do we even need to use prepare to fight? I guess. Oh, they conceded. Okay. They didn't even want to see. They didn't even want to see what we had. Alright, so we're playing against green-blue. Splash white for even win guide, so Bant. Okay. Saw Ambuscade. Hapatra's Mark would be pretty good against that. But if that's the only removal spell we saw, then I may need to see more. Ah, screw it. We'll just swap out Monument for Hapatra's Mark. Assume there's a bounce spell or Unquenchable Thirst in there. Alright. Let's run it back here. As a keep. Now we're a zombie deck. We're going to go Mummy into Merciless Eternal into Screecher. That's unexpected. It's a fine trade, actually. Alright. Knock is actually a pretty good draw. So I might be willing to discard the Prepare to Fight, because I can still play the fight side and I could buff my Merciless Eternal. So if I have to do that, I will. Alright. One card left in their hand. Not too shabby. I think we'll take it. Alright. Alright. So, let's see here. 5 mana. Just gonna lethal sting the sharpshooter. And we attack. Maybe they even block. They do. So we afflict them. Gift of strength. And pass. Alright, lay claim, stealing our carrion screecher. So I think we'll just attack with the Eternal, because they still have the Sinuous Striker in there. If they block, I'll discard the Prepare to Fight. If they don't block, I won't discard it just yet. I mean, although I could use it next turn, I may have to use it on the Carrion Screecher at some point. Yeah, that's a bit of a tough choice. I'm curious how much the lifelink's going to come up. Because we're 1 white mana from being able to use both sides, which is pretty nasty. I probably discard it, I guess. This just gives me the option of using Fight next turn if I have to. So I copy Ruin Rat, which is kind of a weird choice. I mean, I guess I can get rid of the Prepare to Fight from the yard, but I don't know if that's the best choice. I don't know if necessarily that's what I would do. Oh, and then we do draw the white mana? What a jerk. Alright. So, we'll kill the Screecher. And pass. Oh, I mean, I guess we can attack with the Bitterblade Warrior now. They only have one? Alright. We don't have to exert. They only have 1 mana up. This is fine. Getting rid of their Death Toucher is good because we have the Sifter Worm. We definitely want them to use Vizier, but because they're going to copy our Sifter Worm, it's pretty bad news. Although, I mean, we're the ones that have the Ruin Rat, I guess. Well, that's fortunate for us. And they kept a Stalwart. Alright, that's good news. Okay. You refused to play the Sinuous Striker, which is odd. No attacks, too? It's really odd. Let's do some scrying. So, bottom the 2 lands, and we'll leave the Devotee on top. And then we'll pass. Really don't understand why they didn't attack, though. That doesn't make a ton of sense. Oh, so they have some, like, pump spell or something? Alright. Oh, so they have Ambuscade to kill our guy. Bummer. At least we can get rid of their Sinuous Striker, I guess. Maybe that would have been a reason to block with Rat a while ago. Yeah, it's probably true. Devotee. So we can force him to chump, but the problem is we need it. We need the Devotee to block. Bummer. So we'll go to game 3, which is a pretty big bummer, but that's alright. So let's bum out and swap some stuff, shall we? Oh, I already swapped it. We'll bring in this for the late claim, even though we already have the Apatra's Mark. And what did I take out last time? Scrounger, which I kind of like in this match still. Maybe the Eternal can go. Alright. Alright, we'll play first. And yeah, we can keep this. So I'm thinking about cycling the desert. I might actually. It's basically cycle this or don't cycle it. It's cycle it and hope to draw lands, or don't cycle it and hope to not draw lands. So I don't know what's actually better. I mean, granted, I'm going to need the lands, but I don't want to draw too many lands. Alright, now that just answered the question for me. It's like, what should you do? Okay, here you go. How about you just do that? Ruin Rat. Sure. At the very least, it makes them exert. Alright, we play a rat and we pass. I mean, at least they don't have their blue, but maybe they're just going to play Gifted Paradise this turn, is my assumption. Guess I do have Forsake, but I don't have my white mana. Pride Sovereign, okay. So that's going to be a must deal with at some point. Guess I should have attacked. Maybe not. Oh, well, so now they've just got the engine. Little engine that could. That's a bummer. There's our white mana. So I guess we can take out the Manolith, which I suppose we do want to do here. Guess we can cycle first, in case we draw like a removal spell. Hydra's pretty good too. So we'll blow this thing up and get in for 3. So if they have Ambuscade, we're going to be pretty toasty, I guess, but... So we have the Hydra, which is a 4-mana 5/5. We have the Scrounger of Souls, which can give us some lifelink. I mean, there's really no reason to leave the Screecher back, I don't think. I guess it could block the Stalwart. Is that what I want? I don't know. Well, so much for keeping them off white, huh? So guess we do the Scrounger. Sure, it's a bummer. Alright, so guess we can prepare to fight the Pride Sovereign. We can do it next turn because this is tapped. So this turn we can do the Hydra. So let's just get in with the Screecher, I guess. Although I guess if they have Ambuscade, which we know they have a couple copies of. I don't know. I'm just going to play the Hydra and hope they don't have Ambuscade. I would prefer to prepare to fight their Pride Sovereign with my Hydra and gain a bunch of life if they don't have Ambuscade. Okay. So we can attack with the Hydra. I'm just gonna... They conceded. Okay, they've had enough. Well, I'm glad we could beat their dude with the help of our splash card. So we ended up going 2-1. I'm glad we could go 2-1. Apparently it's a struggle. I feel like I've been struggling a lot in this format, actually. I have no idea why. I've been fairly happy with all my decks. I think I have an idea why. I've been going for kind of weirdo decks more, and I've just been losing with them. This is not a very forgiving format. There tends to be... What I found is there tends to be a lot of cards that just, like, kind of just grind you to a loss, which is kind of... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that feeling of like, it's like the God Pharaoh's Gift condition where it's like, oh, I'm playing against this card that I can't beat, but it's not even beating me quickly. Like I have to slowly lose against this card, or I concede now. So I can either concede or slowly lose against this card. So there's a lot of these like slowly. This format's it's almost like a. It's almost more painful because it's like, I guess there is, in theory, this 2% chance where I could draw cards in a series of ways where I could possibly win if my opponent gets nothing, and it's just like such a small chance that you draw in the way that could beat it that it's not even like fun to play. It's just like, okay, I draw land, I sit here, I lose this turn. So there does seem to be a lot of cards in this format that are very unforgiving. I'm trying to think of other ones besides the God Pharaoh's Gift. I mean, Locust God comes to mind. That one's obviously just a horrific way to lose too. Although that one does it kind of quickly. Even the Scorpion God that my opponent had in round 1 is pretty grindy and painful. I don't know. It just seems like there's quite a few cards that are harsh to lose against. Nicol Bolas comes to mind. That's not a fun one to lose against. So yeah. Yeah, there's just, it seems to me, at least, there's quite a few feel-bad cards to lose against in this format, and, well, as explained, they feel bad to lose against, so they're not particularly fun to play against, and unless you have them, you probably end up losing against some of them, so yeah, I don't know. I haven't been doing particularly well in this format, but maybe other people have, so thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back for more later. Thanks so much.